Well, I mean, you're always trying to get the pitcher or make them throw strikes. It was pretty windy out there, and Dickey at times had trouble getting the ball over in the strike zone. The knuckleball was moving quite a bit, and we did benefit from some walks. But I think, you look, we got 6 hits. If you're going to get 6 hits, it's good to do them in a bunch like we did the first 3 innings, and that's how we put the big numbers up and won the game. And between that and the walks, the wild pitch, so a lot of good things happened early. After that, it got quiet. Their pen did a good job, and he settled down through well.
Could you talk about Johnny Cueto today? He was competing as always, but he threw a lot of pitches in 6 innings. The blister is fine already?
He's fine with the blister. He did a nice job. His pitch count, it climbed up the last inning there, but good job by him. 1 run, really mixed it up well. He was Johnny, but that was far enough. Could he got another inning? Sure, but with the lead we had, that was enough. He was leading off that inning, but as far as his fingers, they're fine.
Coach, getting back on Dickey for a second, I know you mentioned the win, but before the game we were talking about how you only had a couple of guys in the lineup that had ever faced a knuckleballer before. What was the feedback coming back into the dugout from what they were seeing in the box out there?
Wasn't really feedback, to be honest. I mean, they're just coming back and getting ready for defense. Before the game, though, they knew that they had to be patient up there. That a lot of times you expand the zone with the knuckleball and try not to get caught up in all the movement, and don't forget to take the swing. And I thought they did a good job. Crawford, I think that was his first hit off of Dickey, and he came out a good time there with the big base hit. Gorky's had a nice day. A couple of hits, important hits, made a great catch out there in left field. But more than anything, they just did a good job of being patient and putting the ball in play there early.
Another mini winning streak here.
Wow, you're right. This is a mini one.
And the Nats come into town, pretty good team.
Right.
That should be a good test for you guys.
Yeah, they're all good tests. With it being a rough start, we look at everybody pretty much the same. We got to do all we can to win the ball game, and we're playing a very good team coming in. And really, this team we just finished playing, they've been playing pretty good ball. They've been scoring runs, and pitching did a pretty good job. So, but you're playing a team that's leading their division. You got to be at the top of your game and hopefully pitch well and get the timely hits. And we had been doing a good job until we stumbled there in Chicago, and so hopefully these 2 wins help us get back going.
You had spoke on Friday about really wanting to get the offense going, and did you feel like today was a little bit of a carryover from yesterday when you did break out?
Yeah, I think the previous game can be a carryover. It can be both ways too. So that's what I was pleased about, how we bounced back after the first game against these guys, because we got shut down, got shut out, and they came back and swung the bats better, scored some runs, and carried that into today. And against a different type of pitcher, you just don't see a knuckleballer, and he's a good one very often. But guys battled, did what they're supposed to do offensively. But as you saw, once he settled down, and he was tough, and we couldn't get a runner on base after the 3rd inning there.
In those years when they had several knuckleballs, they used to say that after you face one of those, it's tough to readjust to the next pitchers coming along. How the Giants are going to readjust after seeing that thing today?
Well, they had to today already. I mean, and we didn't adjust too well, did we? After Dickey came out, we didn't get a hit. But, they got to see it, more conventional type arms. But, hey, you move on, and, that's, 6 innings? I'm not sure. 6 innings we saw them. So, tomorrow we'll be ready. You know, this game's all about adjustments. Whether lefties, knuckleballers, righties, we'll be fine.